Good evening, folks. So, good evening, folks. It's your bro, Richie Rich here. Tonight in this video, I'm back with another car explanation video for y'all. And tonight in this video, I'll be talking to y'all about one of the greatest, beautiful, stylish-looking concept cars ever built. And this one is legit one of my most favorite ones. I like the way that it looks. It looks stylish, futuristic, and elegant. Not sure if elegant would be the word, but I decided it is. What other car I'm talking about? Yep. Tonight in this video, I'll be talking to y'all about the Cadillac, Cadillac Escala. So this is another, this is another one of these concept cars from Cadillac, with like the first one being this, with against both the CL and the El Mirage, which I believe I talked about those, I don't know, like half a year ago, maybe over that, maybe less than that, I don't know, I can't remember if I did it. Can't tell if I did or not. I don't know. If I did, great. If not, I might do a video on those. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll take a look back and see if I have done it or not. Because I got no idea if I did or not. I don't know. But anyway, still. Before I get started, make sure you guys all like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit all so that it'll make brand new uploads. Okay, so without any further ado, let's begin. So the Cadillac Escala, here we go. So the Escalas is spelled ESCALA. The Escalas, a concept car built by Cadillac for the 2016 Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance, which is 10 years from that, actually, because we're in 2026 now. So for the 2016 Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance, the last of a trifecta of of concept cars, initially conceived in 2007. It's preceded by both these two Cadillacs, both the CL, so the CL and El Mirage. See, so these two, both the CL, so the CL. Okay, we're talking about by both the CL and El Mirage, which had debuted back in both 2011 and 2013 respectively. The Escala previews Cadillacs. The Escala previews the Escala previews Cadillac's future design language, being an evolution of the art and science design philosophy that has been used on its cars for over a decade, so for over 10 years straight. Overviews next, so let's do it. There's a second part of the overview, but this one's a little bit of a smaller portion of it, like a smaller based type of overview. But I'll do it. For overview, manufacturer is by Cadillac and General Motors, obviously. Sorry, I'm just a bit tired. Production was from 2016 as a concept car. I doubt they're ever gonna do it in real life, and if they will, they might do it with either the V8 or they're gonna do some electric power plant, um, witchcraft technology or hydrogen. I got no idea. I mean, it'd be great if they do a production version of this, but I highly doubt it. I doubt they're ever gonna do a production version. Anyways, yeah, production was from 2016 as a concept car. The designers are both Frank Wu and Aaron Rakes for both Frank Wu and Aaron Rakes for the exterior, and we got Eric for the interior. I know his last name sounds a little bit weird, Eric So for the interior, I know it's a little bit weird, but I don't know. Anyway, so body and chassis next. So body and chassis next. The class was a concept car. Shame it wasn't a production car, but I mean, it would have been great if it was. But unfortunately, it never happened. It never happened. Like I said, I doubt they'll ever will, but we'll never know. Anyway, so body and chassis next. So body and chassis next. The class was a concept car. The class was a concept car. Body style was a four-door liftback, and hardtop sedan. Layout was front motor, rear-wheel drive. The platform was the GM Omega platform. It's related to the Cadillac CT6, which this one, I don't know. I mean, CT6 stands for Cadillac Touring 6. I mean, this one's kind of interesting, I'd say. I don't know. There's one that I'm kind of interested in. And it's the futuristic one, I think of it. The Celestique. I can't properly pronounce it, but yeah, I don't know. It looks great. I might talk about that one day. I don't know. Like, again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, the Cadillac Celestique. I'll just show you real quick what it looks like, because many of you might not know what it looks like or sounds like. So here it is, the Cadillac Celestique. I can't properly pronounce it, but I'll just spell it out for you. But I might talk about that car sometime. I just don't know when. But at some point, I might do. I don't know. Maybe in a few days or so. Maybe tomorrow. Again, I have no idea when, but at some point, I'll think of something. I'll figure out when I might talk about the car or not. It's because I got a lot I want to do, and I got Fast and Furious cars to finish off. Well, the 10th one. Yeah, it's a lot of work I have to put into this, but but don't worry, you'll still get a chance to see those videos very soon. I promise I will do them for you. Don't worry. But yeah, body and chassis. All right. So the class was a concept car. Body styles a four-door liftback and hardtop sedan. Layout was front motor rear-wheel drive. Platform's the GM Omega platform and was related to the Cadillac CT6. Powertrain is next. For the motor, if they were ever to put it into production, if they were ever to put the car into production, then it would have a gasoline-derived 4.2 liter V8. And if that's not enough, Cadillac installed the V8 with two cherries on top of the two Sunday cakes. Twin turbos. That's right. If they would ever do it in production form, then it would have the 4.2 liter twin turbo, the 4.2 liter twin turbocharged, say twin turbo gasoline V8 motor. That would have been great. Not sure about this next one though. It's a transmission. It's a 10-speed automatic. I mean, it's fine with automatic, but with that many gears, 10 speeds, really? I mean, like, for a big rig truck, I mean, yeah, it would have that kind of speed, but for but for a car like this, man, I know some modern pickup trucks would have 10-speed automatics. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, kind of, but a 10-speed, really? I mean, is it, like necessary for a car to have a 10-speed automatic? I don't know. I mean, it'd be great. I mean, you'll still go faster than everybody else, but is it really necessary with those amount of gears? I don't know. I don't know. So it has a 10-speed automatic for the gearbox. Dimensions is next. The wheelbase goes in at 32, 3228 point 3228.3 millimeters, which goes in at 127.1 inches in wheelbase. Length goes in at 5300 5346 5346 5346.7 millimeters, 210.5 inches in length. Width goes in at 5346.7 millimeters, 210.5 inches in length. Width 1948.2 millimeters, 76.7 inches in width. I will just start again. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. I'll just do one more so I won't screw up. So breathe in. And breathe out. There we go. Alright, let's take this one step at a time. No need to rush. Okay, so for dimensions, I'll just do it like this so it's a lot easier to know where I am exactly at, so I don't rush too much. So for the wheelbase, it goes in at 3228 point, so 3200 3228.3 millimeters, 127.1 inches in wheelbase. Length 53 5300, so wheelbase 3228.3 millimeters, 127.1 inches in wheelbase. Length 5346.7 millimeters, 210 210.5 210.5 inches in length. Width width 1948.2 millimeters, 76.7 inches in width. And last but not least is height, 1455 point, so 14, so height 1455 1455.4 millimeters, 57.3 inches. The only one that is missing is the curb weight. Possibly it's either they don't have it or they just don't know exactly how much the car weighs. It could be either one of those two. I don't know, or maybe a bit more than that, but I don't know. As far as the curb weight, I got no idea. But if I do research on what the weight of the car is, I'll put it down in the comments below of what the weight would be. Chronology is next. The predecessor was the Cadillac El Mirage. Anyways, yeah, the Escala is a concept car built by Cadillac for the 2016 Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance in California, in Pebble Beach, California. Say California. The last, the last, the last of a trifecta of concept cars, initially conceived in 2007, It's preceded by both these two Cadillacs. The CL is preceded by both of these two Cadillacs, the CL and El Mirage, which I debuted back in both 2011 and 2013 respectively. The Escala previews Cadillac's future design future design language. So future design language being an evolution an evolution of the art and science design philosophy that's been used on its cars for over 10 years, so for over a decade. The Escala was first announced via a trailer video on August 15th, 2016, so less than 10 years ago. Its name revealed one day before its public debut derives from the Spanish word for scale. Escala means scale in Spanish, think. I think I'm 100% certain it is. Anyways, this refers to the Escala using an elongated version of the Cadillac CT6's Omega underpinnings, being approximately 6 inches longer than the latter. The car was unveiled at a cocktail party in Carmel by the Sea. So in in the city of Carmel by the Sea, in Monterey County, California, located on the central coast of California. There's a little bit about this actually. As of 2020, the city had a population of 3,200, and so as of the 2020 census, the city had a population of so during the 2020 census, like we're in the mid 2020s, right? The city had a population of 3,220 people, down from 3,722 at the 2010 census. Situated on the Monterey Peninsula, Carmel's a tourist destination known for both its natural scenery and artistic history. The Spanish founded a settlement in in the year 1771, which that was 250 255 years ago, I think. Yeah, around 255 years ago, when when Mission San Carlos Borromeo de Caramelo. Also, when Mission San Carlos Borromeo, not Borromeo, sorry, Borromeo, there we go, Borromeo de Carmelo was relocated by Saint Junipero Serra from Monterey. Mission Carmel served as the headquarters of the Californian mission system until the Mexican secula, Secularization Act of 1883, when the area was divided into rancho grants. The settlement was largely abandoned by the U.S. conquest of California. It was largely abandoned by the U.S. conquest of California in the year 1848 and stayed underdeveloped. Not underdeveloped, sorry. So, so the settlement was largely abandoned by the U.S. conquest of California. So the settlements largely abandoned by the U.S. conquest of California. And so excuse me. So the settlement was largely abandoned by the U.S. conquest of California in 1848 and stayed undeveloped, so not developed, until Santiago J. Duckworth built a summer colony in 1888. Sorry, until Santiago J. Duckworth, not sure what his last name, oh yeah, Jacob. So until Santiago Jacob Duckworth, born June 13th, 1865, in Monterey, California, passed away at age 68 on June 28th, 1930, in Tucson, Arizona. cause of death was a typhoid fever at the age of 68 at St. Mary's Hospital, which is known as a typhoid, which is a disease caused by Salmonella and Enterica, Enterica serotype typhobacteria, also called Salmonella typhi. These symptoms vary from mild to severe and usually begin 6 to 30 days after exposure. Often there's a gradual onset of a high fever over several days. This is commonly this is commonly accompanied by weakness, abdominal pain, constipation, headaches, and mild vomiting. Some people develop a skin rash with rose-colored spots. In severe cases, people may experience confusion. Without proper treatment, symptoms may last either weeks or months, even worse. Diarrhea may be severe, but it's uncommon. Other people may carry it without being affected, but are still contagious. Typhoid fever is a type of enteric fever, along with paratyphoid fever. Salmonella enterica typhi is believed to both infect and replicate only within humans. So I'm not gonna go too much over this because it's just gonna give me a headache from all this. So Duckworth passed away of typhoid fever in Tucson, Arizona on June 28th, 1930, at the age of 68 at the St. Mary's Hospital. Until Santiago J. Duckworth built a summer colony in 1888. When the Carmel Development Company, or CDC, was formed in 1902, Carmel became both an art colony and seaside resort, which incorporated in the year 1916. Anyways, back to the Cadillac. So, the car was unveiled at a the car was unveiled at a cocktail party, in Carmel by the Sea, in California. Wait, hold on. So, wait, forget where I was. Anyways, so the Escala was first announced via a trailer video, on August 15th, 2016. Its name, revealed one day before its public debut, derives from the Spanish word for derives from the Spanish word for scale. So for scale, like scales, to check the weight of like certain things like cars, all that kind of stuff. So, so for Spanish word for scale, so it derives from the Spanish word for scale. This refers to the Escala, using an elongated version of the CT6's omega underpinnings, being approximately 6 inches longer. Ow. That was a risk. So 6 inches longer than the latter. The cars unveiled at a cocktail party in Carmel by the Sea in California on August 18th, 2016, which was attended by Cadillac, which is intended by Johann de Nischen. I can't pronounce it, but it's spelled NYSS CH. So his last name was spelled NYSSCHEN. He was the president of Cadillac. And also we got GM. We also got Michael Simcoe, the GM vice president of global design. Born either 1959 or 1960 in Australia, he was also an automobile designer from Melbourne, Australia. He most recently served as GM's vice president of global design. So which was intended by Johann de Nijssen, president of Cadillac, Michael Simcoe, GM Vice President of Global Design. So Michael Simcoe, GM Vice President of Global Design, and Andrew Smith, um, Cadillac's Executive Director of Global Design. So and Cadillac's Executive Design and Cadillac's Executive Director, of Global Design, Andrew Smith, along with several other executives. Although yet to be officially confirmed. Although yet to be officially confirmed, for production, it was described by Johann. So it was described by Denishchin or Johann as a I can't move my fingers because it's so cold. Described by him. So described by was it Johann as a potential addiction, not addiction, sorry, a potential addition to our existing product plan. So to our existing product plan in a press release. Its ultimate fate determined by the fertility of the flagship luxury sedan model. Not model, sorry. Flagship luxury sedan market. There we go. So flagship luxury sedan market. There we go. However, it previews the design, powertrain, and other advanced technological features currently in development that's set to appear on other upcoming Cadillac production cars in the future. Next, we got this overview. Starting off, the first one is the exterior. The exterior painted, apparently painted in a nine layer pearlescent, blackish brown Gaia. So spelled GAIA finish blends blends both Cadillac's trademark art and science era design cues with more contemporary ones. Being the first Cadillac to feature horizontal headlights since the Seville was discontinued in 2004. This was done to give the car a more underrated, we'll say, harmonious look, in which simplicity is a prevalent theme on the Escala's design. They're complemented by two vertical strips. They are complemented by two vertical strips of OLED daytime running lights positioned just below the headlights. For those wondering what OLED stands for, it stands for Organic Light Emitting Diode, aka Organic Electroluminescent or Organic EL diode, as they call it, which is a type of LED, a light emitting diode, I'll just say LED, in which the emissive electroluminescent layers, an organic compound film that emits light in response to an electric current. I'll tell a little bit about this actually, because this is actually interesting. This organic layer is situated between two electrodes. Typically at least one of these electrodes is transparent. OLEDs are used to create digital displays in devices such as TV screens, computer monitors, and portable systems such as both smartphones and handheld game consoles like PSPs, Nintendo Switches, all that kind of stuff. Nintendo DS as well. A major area of research is the development of the white OLED devices for use in solid state lighting applications. So applications. So back to the Cadillac. So these are complemented. These are complemented. These are complemented. These are complemented by two vertical strips of by these are complemented by two by two vertical strips of OLED daytime running light. So OLED daytime running lights positioned just below the headlights. Positioned just below the headlights. A monotone Cadillac emblem adorns adorns the 3D mesh grill patterned with several miniature crests. The car's designed as a four-door hardtop with a sloping rear roofline, giving a more the car is designed as a four-door hardtop with a sloping rear roofline, giving a more athletic appearance with a lift-back tailgate at the rear end. When the trunk's opened, the cargo floor apparently rises up to enable easier access to luggage. Also present on the car's C-pillars, the Hofmeister kink, a rarely seen trait for a Cadillac, possibly paying homage to the fastback caddy coupes of the late 40s. Cadillac's signature vertical taillights are reworked, now added with a horizontal strip. It sits on 22-inch dual layer spoke wheels, fitted with 20-inch tires, co-developed with Michelin, which is French for Michelin, that has the Cadillac chevron exclusively engraved on the tire tread. The newly designed front fascias expected to make its way to Cadillac production models starting in late 2018. Now I'm not sure what this word means. Hofmeister kink. Now I can see from the picture one of them. So it's an automotive design feature consisting of a both a rearward forward angle near the base of the rearmost pillar. It's named for Wilhelm Hofmeister, who was BMW's design chief from 1955 to 1970. Though it appeared though it appeared on other branded cars made before Hofmeister's tenure at BMW. So tenure at BMW. So at BMW. So other cars that usually have this are the 1974 VW Golf Mark 1, the first that killed the sports cars during the 70s. Well, mid 70s, something like that. The 1977 Fiat 127 Series 2 and the 1994 Chevy Impala SS. It's a Chevy Impala SS. So the newly designed front fascia is expected to make its way to Caddy production models starting in late 2018. Next we got is the interior. So the handcrafted dual personality interior is designed designed specifically to combine both driver specifically to combine both driver technology driver technology amenities and rear seat passenger uh, comfort in one automobile. A wide three-layered or tri-layered, as I call it, curved OLED OLED screen. So OLED screen developed with Samsung, the company that makes phones, iPads, well, tablets technically, and other devices like earphones, probably headphones as well, probably. I don't know, watches as well. They do a lot of cool stuff. They do. So, a wide three-layered, um, curved OLED screen, developed with Chinese technology company Samsung, stretches across the dashboard in the dash stretches across the dashboard in the driver's compartment, while accompanied by smaller retractable displays at the back, so at the rear of the front seats, for rear passengers. The standard metal tops replaced by a by a panoramic glass roof. Some modern like cars in like this era, 2020s and mid 2020s as well, have this kind of feature too. Even in 2026, they might have something like that. I got no idea, but 2027 probably as well. But we have no idea. We'll find out. Anyways, so yeah, the standard metal tops replaced by a panoramic glass roof, which along with the absence of B pillars, gives the car a more airy feel associated with caddy hardtops from the 50s to 70s. Much of the upholstery, including the seat backs, door panel, and seat backs, door panel, and lower seat backs, door panel, and lower dashboard, ow, is finished in a pale gray leather, um, similar to those used in designer suits contrasted by woven white wool. So woven white wool. The famous Cadillac Flying Goddess, designed by William Schnell, in 1930, and having last appeared in the 50s, so in the 1950s, returns returns after a long hiatus, in the form of etching, on the car's glass infotainment controller, which replaces the older CUE system. Not sure what CUE stands for. I'll just take a look. It's kind of like CUE, or it's meant to be ICE, in-car entertainment. Oh yeah, got it. So CUE stands for Cadillac User Experience. I'm not sure about that one, but well, I mean, they replaced it, but so which replaces the older CUE system. Next up, we got is powertrain. So the Escala's powered by a Cadillac exclusive. So a 4.2 liter twin turbocharged 4.2 liter twin turbocharged dual overhead camshaft, or double overhead camshaft, or if you want it simpler, DOHC. So the Escala is powered by a Cadillac exclusive 4.2 liter twin turbocharged dual overhead camshaft, or DOHC, or dual overhead cam V8 motor, generating 500 horsepower from a 4.2. Pretty good. So from a 4.2 liter twin turbo V8, 500 horsepower. It's pretty good, which is due to be introduced as a more powerful motor option. As a more powerful motor option in a CT6. The V8 the V8 uses GM's new AFM, active fuel management, cylinder deactivation system, which can automatically shut down almost like half a bank of its cylinders, 50% of it, to make it more economical. So cylinder deactivation system, allowing the V8 to run on only 4 cylinders, like I said, for better fuel efficiency. The car shares the mixed material rear-wheel drive Omega platform. So rear-wheel drive Omega platform with the CT6. Although enlarged by only 4.7 or close to 5 inches almost, giving the car an extra 6.5 inches in 6.5 inches in overall length, when compared to the latter. Last part we got for this one is the cancelled Cadillac CT8. The Cadillac CT8, flagship sedan, larger than the CT6, was unfortunately cancelled by GM. Cancelled by General Motors, obviously. So GM patent filings indicate a possible coupe version of the CT6. Not CT6, sorry. Possible coupe version of the CT8. So coupe version of the CT8. So CT8. Alright, last up is media. Let's finish this. The Escala's featured in a Cadillac advertisement. Advertisement as a symbol of what Cadillac's future will look like. All right. Okay, so media, the Escala was featured. The Escala was featured in Cat. So last part is media. The Escala was featured in a. The Escala was featured in a Cadillac advertisement as a symbol of what Cadillac's future will look like. Alright, that's pretty much it for the Cadillac Escala. So if you guys like this video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all so you don't want to make brain uploads. Alright, so 46 minutes roughly, but not too bad. Alright, so that'll be it. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So till then, stay safe, have a great evening, and have a good day tomorrow morning, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So take care, folks. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys soon. Good night.